Hi, I'm Jale. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a general collective reading for the sign of Libra. Libra Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus signs from the 15th to the 30th of November 2020. This reading could be for you if you are Libra or have Libra aspects in your chart. Remember, take what resonates and leave the rest. Or if you're a cross watcher, this reading could be for you. Let's have a look. Let's see, Libras. What is the theme for you guys, the 15th to the 30th of November? For Libra and all aspects of Libra and cross watchers. What is the theme for Libra spirit? We've got the world in reverse. Something that maybe should be ending or needs to end or learn is not quite over. Something is not quite over. Sorry if it's taking a while to focus. They're biding their time. We've got charity. Someone could be extending themselves at the expense of all others. It could be that they're trying to be kind. I'm hearing trying to be cruel to be kind. So maybe they're hoping that if they're kind to this person, something will happen. But let's have a look. Libra spirit. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. 15th. Let's move some things out of the way. Let's get some space for Libra. Maybe that's what they need to be doing and they're not, but let's have a look. Libra, 15th to the 30th, please, Spirit, of November 2020. What is the theme for Libra and all aspects of Libra from the 15th to the 30th? Okay, excellent. Well, looks like there's some choices to be made. We've got two options here, two or more options, two paths to take. Again, with the world in reverse, maybe old life versus new, someone's overextending versus what they should be doing in balance. Ishtar. Why do I feel like this is a possible negative influence here? One sec. So quickly going back to the two paths, this is really interesting. It says the Moon and Jupiter located at the beginning of Scorpio, the end of Scorpio and the beginning of Sagittarius, two most adventurous signs. Well, this is what we're walking into, isn't it? We're in Scorpio season. We're about to go into Sagittarius. So that's, I mean, that's totally in alignment. So roughly around the 19th, possibly, there's going to be a decision that I think will be made. It says if you draw this card, there are important decisions to be made. You must commit yourself to one of the two alternatives. Although each of the paths offered seems to lead in the same direction, you can never be sure. So this is interesting. So one feels fated, right, which means this you're going to end up to that point anyway, and the other one doesn't feel fated, but you're going to end up back to point B. So let's say, for example, you've got point A and point B. One is fated, not fated, and one is fated. So A is not fated, B is fated. You choose B and you get to the right place. You choose A and it's not the right place, but it leads you back to B anyway. So it's like all roads lead home. It's just whether or not you want to do a detour. That's how I'm seeing it. And then interestingly, like I knew I had to look at this book. Ishtar is the secondary card that we're looking into. So, because this is what Spirit's saying, they're saying look in the book. So that's obviously why they were referring to that. Ishtar. Why are we not bringing... Sorry, guys. Oh, here we go. It says the white goddess Pisces water. So this is about this is Ishtar stands holding a serpent in her right hand and her sacred animal, the lion, in her left. Traditionally, she travels in a chariot drawn by lions. So this is very Cancer Leo energy. So you could be dealing with someone with Cancer Leo placements or Scorpio Sagittarius placements, or possibly Pisces. Before her, standing in an elegant pot, is a plant which is a representation of the transforming plant that Gilgamesh went to the bottom of the sea to retrieve in order to make all humans immortal. The twisting serpent that Ishtar holds was sent to attack Gilgamesh to prevent him from reaching the transforming plant. Instead, the serpent devoured the plant, gaining immortality for itself. In the image on the card, Ishtar's breast is revealed because amongst her followers she was known as the mother of the fruitful breast. Her costume is half warrior, half priestess, depicting the two diverse sides of the character, warrior and lover. The Lady of Battles. In her youth, Ishtar loved Tammuz, the goddess harvest. Her love was said to have caused his death, consumed by grief. Ishtar descending into the underworld in hope of rescuing Tammuz. It says, the white goddess indicates that you must be firm and take positive action to achieve your aims. If you've selected this charge, you need to fight for something you wish to regain. It may be necessary to symbolically strip down to the barest essentials, give up everything else in order to fight this particular battle, and even then, you may need to call for assistance in the end. Yeah, I feel like it's like someone's going to need some help possibly with this, because it's like this is a strong battle. It says, if this card is selected, March will be a significant month with regards to the question. So I feel what's happening here is you've got two paths. If they go on the detour, there's possible reconciliation or a closure of a lesson that won't be learned till March. Or if this person chooses, let's say they choose A, which is the detour, it leads them back to March. And it puts things on hold. Or they choose B and it leads to, you know, the lesson being learned, which means that essentially, you know, this is the fated outcome that would happen in March anyway. So it's like some will choose option A, which is the non-fated and the diversion, and some will choose the fated. And it says dormant black moon fire recharge. So there's some kind of rebalancing going on. That's because I think Spirit is saying we're not stepping in. Do you know what I mean? Like this is up to them to decide, and it's like, oh, okay. So let's have a look. Let's pull some more cards here. For the situation for Libra. We've got a lot of mixed cards here. Give me 2 moments. Right, there we go. Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, please, from the 15th to the 30th. 15th to the 30th. What is the deal here? Guilt in reverse. And I feel like, again, one of the options could be that someone feels guilty. And so then they possibly may not be picking the right option. And also that there's a lack of courage here. So they may not be picking the right option. All right. And then the bottom, underneath that, we've got trust. So there's a lack of trust here, and I feel like it's a little bit of a test. If I'm totally honest with you, this feels like a little bit of a test for Libra. Let's pull the tea leaf oracle, see what else is happening for Libra from the 15th to the 30th. One more Libra. They need to decide. Yeah, I would agree with you. Okay, so we've got hat. You will be playing a different role. Basket, recognition, reward for merit. Leg, stepping into new experience. Valley, deep personal strength and peace that assures success. Grasshopper, situations in the balance that require careful handling. And vine, seek out information that will help you. There's a lot of action cards. And there's a lot of vessels. Like, someone's trying to get more information to learn what to do, right? And they're trying to be possibly so helpful that no one can fault their decision making. And I feel like they know that this is going to require careful handling. And so they are trying to sort of almost tread on eggshells a little bit here. There's a valley. It's like they're in this valley and they've got to go up the mountain here. So there's a deep strength that has to be cultivated here. And then the hat is you'll be playing a different role. So again, I feel like this is it's like, again, the detour. The hat, I feel, is a bit of the detour. But let's keep going with these cards. Let's see what else we can understand from the oracle before we jump into the tarot. Let's see what else Spirit have to say to us about Leo's, sorry, not Leo, well, it could be Leo. Libra's energy for the 15th to the 30th. Libra, please, you want to come out, don't you? Libra, what's happening for Libra 15th to the 30th? Thank you. Okay, so we've got the gem, which fell out on the grasshopper, the underworld, and then we've got the father that's came out next to recharge. Then we had the shapeshifter, storm, temple, and mirror. So there's definitely things that are moving very quickly here and a mirroring situation that may be involving you. And then we've also got the self. Someone could be putting their life on hold for something else, someone else's feelings. There could be an ever-changing situation that is, you know, Maybe 1 minute you think that this is a consistent energy, the next minute it changes. There could be people in a house that things are going to move very fast and quickly with. There's definitely some outcome that's positive here, because I think what I'm reading from this is that I think both outcomes are positive. I think one would require extra learning, which means they're not ready, which means they're going to end up learning more. But there definitely does seem to be a little bit of disruption along the way here, which I feel like the storm is what that's referring to. So let's see what else we can figure out, and see what gaps we can fill with this for Libra. Libra, let's see what else you can tell us, please. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. 15th to 30th of November 2020, Spirit. What is it that Libra needs to be aware of that hasn't been covered? What are the themes? Or what are the general themes? What else hasn't been covered or has been covered that you want to confirm? What are the themes, please? Oof. I'll tell you what that card was in a minute, but that's yeah. Wow. That's an interesting card. Okay, let's have a look. Okay. Where's that going? Oh, no. Right. Okay, well, this one was a little bit intense when it came out. Stabbed in the back. It fell on the storm, the shapeshifter in the mirror. Why do I feel like someone's going to do something for someone else and maybe help in a situation, and then it's them that gets dragged into it? We've also got sunglasses that fell on the father. So it says watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. It could be, again, the need to focus on something that was ignored, possibly. And again, we've got not enough in the reverse. Frustrating relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego, issues, jealousy. Someone's in this lower energy vibration and they're not seeing that this is not a good resolution, or, you know, sustaining and staying in a situation is not a good resolution. And then interestingly, we've got another, it's like this side is, we've got this other energy on this side and one energy on this side. We had photograph that landed on the self and the hat. You'll be playing a different role. It says looking at photographs, missing you, and nostalgia, making new memories. And I think this relates to the path, because maybe one path you won't be on it with this person, and one path you will. Yeah, it's like there's definitely possibly a change of the path here with the two options that we're going to present, and someone making a decision. And then we've got paradise here, and it says happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. So I think, again, depending on what this person chooses, we've got abundance, keeping a positive mindset, manifesting exactly what you want, gratitude and bliss. So there's definitely these two kind of evolving storylines here with this Libra energy. Let's pull some cards. Where are we going with this? Oh, we'll pull some archetype cards, actually. Let's see what else. What else do we need to be aware of for our Libra spirit? Anything else that hasn't already been covered that's really important from the 15th to the 30th, please, Spirit, of November? Anything else that is significant for Libra's reading that we need to be aware of, please? Healer. This is interesting. Yep. Healer and Samaritan. It's they're staying in possibly in a situation at the expense of themselves and other people. So it's like they're going to do that. I'll be a healer. And the bottom of the deck is the shapeshifter. So this is how I'm reading it. I think someone is almost like playing a martyr role here, and they're staying possibly in a situation that they end up getting stabbed in the back with, and then coming back to the original path, which was the fated path, which is path B. And then some people are going to go down path B, and then that's their happiness. But if the person that's involved in this chooses path A that isn't the fated path, well, actually it would be, because it's still they're learning a lesson. It's more of them learning how the healing side works, because I feel like someone's sacrificing themselves for the sake of a lesson, and it's karmic. It's a karmic lesson. So let's see what we can figure out here with, what deck are we going to use, guys? Yeah, you want to use this one, don't you? They're saying no, use another deck. Okay, let's use this one instead. We'll use this one instead. Right, let's go. So this is the Essential Tarot book and card set that I'm using. Libra spirit. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Libra. 15th please to the 30th of November 2020. What is happening here? And is it what we thought? And what else can you give us in terms of information? This is ideally for the energy of the 15th of November 2020 up to and including the 30th of November. Oh. Do you know this card just closed down? So the two paths just fell on Ishtar, which was as if it's to say the decision's going to be made. This decision is made, and it's either you pick it up now or it's referred back to March. And let's be realistic, the key players may not be they may not be around in March. So this is interesting for me, and I'm probably people are going to be watching this screaming going, it's interesting for you, this is my life. This is no disrespect, it's just someone's about to learn a really hard lesson and an interesting lesson, because actually they're both things are going to help this person and you as well, because if someone is not ready to make these kind of decisions, they're not ready. You can't force someone to do that. Yeah, it says you have to be firm and take strong action, and this is what I mean. That two pass card landed on Ishtar, which was the firm and strong action. So there is an option here that is going to be closed off at the end of November, between the 15th and the 30th of November. At some point in time, that path, the one path they choose or they're on, the other one is not going to remain available. Let's have a look into this. What else can you tell me, please? Starting from the 15th up until and including the 30th of November 2020 for our Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers. What else can you tell me? We've got the Two of Wands, which would totally coincide with the energy we've been reading, which is indecision. And also two options. He's got the world in his hand. Do you know what's really interesting here is he's not looking at the sun. The sun is the courage, is the confidence, but he's not looking at it. So he knows what he wants to do. He knows what choice he wants. The problem we've got is there's again, we've got guilt here in the reverse, and we've got courage in the reverse. He's forsaking himself for something else. The Ten of Wands is in reverse. So this is a burden that's looking to be released. So one is a burden, possibly one isn't. This landed on a situation that in the balance that requires careful handling. So it's like someone's trying to understand how to navigate a situation without rocking the apple cart. They're playing a fatherly role. It's like someone was, I'm totally honest with you, either there's children involved or this person's playing a fatherly role. And I'll be real honest with you, I shouldn't laugh. Some of them, they're being totally manipulated, and some of them, they're just genuinely playing that role because this is their energy. But I do think that some of them are just being manipulated a little bit here. Eight of Wands. We've got the Mirror, Abundance, and Samaritan that landed on. The Mirror. So the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Pentacles. There's definitely some reflection or some mirroring going on. Let's have a look at what they're trying to show us here. They're not, someone's not taking an opportunity. Or maybe they are. There's some information coming in. Let me, because I feel like we've jumped ahead here. I feel like we've jumped ahead in this reading already. Let me clarify this with another deck, of course. Let me clarify. Okay, actually, let me move that one out of the way. Sorry, guys. Oh, that one wanted to stay. They're saying no, pick it up. Okay, let me see. I want to clarify this card here. Spirit, what can you tell me, please? What is this 8 of Wands? Why is suddenly the 8 of Wands in Libra's reading? What is the mirroring? The 8 of Wands, the Samaritan. Feels karmic, but let me see. What is the 8 of Rods, please? What is the reference? Movement around the mirroring and the Samaritan. 10 of Wands. Someone's trying to navigate a situation really carefully. But what is the 8? So there's some kind of... This is weird. This is super weird. This is really deep. I'll tell you why. I feel like my reality is not matching what I'm reading. This is where it gets really weird. Someone is stuck in a reality that doesn't quite add up to the truth, is what I want to say. Someone feels like they've been lied to in the past here, right? Goosebumps. And so this is their little punishment, is that they're going to lead them down a little wrong road, because then it's like they think it's making up for all the wrongdoings that they've done in this relationship. So I feel like this person's told them I want to leave, and this person's making it extraordinarily difficult for them to leave. And so this is where this route goes in. Someone doesn't want to acknowledge that though. Someone wants to just release this burden and play ball. But this is an extraordinarily difficult circumstance. But yeah, someone is telling someone something. So if someone's acting as Samaritan and trying to help, refine your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. So again, it's like someone's making it very difficult for them to be ignored. It's like their choice is being extraordinarily hard to ignore. And the reason for that is because I think this person is becoming aware that the situation is extraordinarily difficult, and or the person they're dealing with is deliberately wanting to kind of ruin and sabotage this. I think this is what they're slowly becoming aware of. So it means that they have to navigate the situation extremely differently. So they're trying to use empathy to navigate this, because if they don't use empathy, I feel like this could blow up a little bit, which is why, again, with the Charity card, because I think the Charity card is, let me check, this is Temperance, so it's the World in reverse with Temperance. So they're trying to heal the situation. That's the focus, is healing without, but because of that, they're detouring. It's like they're trying to do this. They think that if you were to ask this other person that was in it, they'd be like, I have no choice, because this is going to be a nightmare. And so let me try and help this person, because then I've done everything I can and I don't have any regrets, right? So this is their wish fulfillment, is that they want to help this person, which means that they are prepared to sacrifice possibly an extension of the relationship, you know. So in their mind, it's like, well, look, I have to do this, because otherwise it's like I feel like I'm not doing what. So basically, this person's walking in. I think the person involved could even know about this, that they know that this is what they're going to have to do, I feel. But I think because of this, the other person involved is looking like they're going to possibly deliberately try and backstab. This other person's accounting for that and going to try and do the more empathic approach and the healing approach, as opposed to the, let me just, you know, throw all this into the rubbish, the trash can, you know. Let's have a look. There's action here, okay? So we've got someone taking action, healing. I think, because yeah, look, so they've made a decision where they're going to choose the happiness, okay? They're going to choose happiness, they're going to choose the healing path, they're going to choose their abundance and their happiness, and they're saying goodbye to an old, right? Now, for the majority, I feel like they are going to get to the point where between now and the end of the month, they may be able to do that and close this out peacefully, right? That's the majority of people. Let's see. Or that's their plan, at least. That's what they're planning on doing, is maybe they're walking into this stage where they're thinking, that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to leave the situation. My choice is path B, which is the fated, and I'm going to do it now. That's what they want, because they recognise that choice is what they want. So that's what they're going into this second part of the month with the intentions of, because they realise that there's no emotional fulfillment. There's nothing there in this other position, but there's guilt. That's the one thing that there is, right? Now the problem we've got is that there's definitely two people involved here, because we've got the Knight of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Emperor. So you've got this fatherly energy, wanting to make an offer, but not quite being in a position to make an offer. So it's like there's this slow burning movement here, and then again they're caught in this energy. With the Black Moon Fire dormant in recharge, there's an energy here of they're trying to fight this, and they have to take a bit of a step back before they could move forward in a different way. There could also be a home situation, but there's definitely new information that this person's trying to gain in order to step out of this situation here. Let's see. But the storm cards here and the gem. So it looks like they're trying to maneuver themselves through this. So we've got landing on stabs in the back, we've got the Nine of Wands and the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. So the Nine of Wands in the reverse, this is talking about the wounded healer that's possibly become, healed, or doesn't want to be stabbed in the back because they are already wounded. And the Four of Pentacles is holding on to that. So I think that they're convinced that if they don't possibly do this help or offer this, that they are going to get stabbed in the back. I think that they think they've got no other option to help this person. I think they've got no other option than to help this person, and that's why the Ace of Rods landed on healer, because actually it leads back to you, because they're going to evolve into this person possibly. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Rods, so let's have a look. So basically, because they're undecided, they're going to just, I think they're going to step into a healing position and try and help. Yeah, Six of Rods. So this is victory. This is victory again. This time he's got the sun behind him, very close. So it looks like there's more of an acknowledgement here of what would be. And we've got the Magician. I think, let's say for example, they're in, I don't know, there's people that obviously know the couple, or they work in the same place, or this is in the public eye. They know what's going to look best is if they sit and help this person. So they're making a decision based on what others would perceive to be the better decision, because we've got Magician. So I feel like there's an element of someone trying to maneuver this to their gain, possibly a little bit. Oh, we're at 28 already. Wow. Yeah, this could be a living environment someone's in. Let's have a look. But I don't know if they are accounting for this. I don't know. So you're going to try heal the devil, yeah? This is definitely Libra's reading, isn't it, right? I feel like their agenda here is very different to the other person's agenda. And let's say, for example, this isn't the case, and let's say they're lying to themselves possibly a little bit to say, oh, I'm just going to help them. But they're actually caught in a bit of a toxic situation, and they don't know how to escape from that. They maybe feel like there's a codependent energy here that's causing them to feel that that's the right decision, but they're kind of kidding themselves, possibly. Yeah, so they're in mixed minds. Do I stay? Do I go? I don't want to be here, because I feel like they're going to see. I feel like they're going to see here that this is not the best idea. So they're going to be in this indecision. Do I go? Do I stay? Like, I know I'm going to get stung if I stay here, but because I think very quickly when they enter into this idea of trying to heal, they're going to realise that this is not going to work, because we've got the Five of Swords here. So there's definitely going to be a lot of game playing here that this person's going to be in, possibly around. Again, it's like they want to leave, but there's someone that's kind of bit of tit for tat energy, and we've got the High Priestess. So someone's utilising intuition here to navigate this situation. Let's have a look. What else can you tell us, please? We've got cards that have just hit that 2 pass landing on Ishtar again, so the decision gets made. We've got 2 cards here that knocked the 2 pass card over and Ishtar. So these look like the deciding factors. Oh, what did I tell you? Look at that, the Tower and the 2 of Cups. Something is going to come in here. I'm hearing divine retribution that's going to actually force the right decision. It's going to be, it's somewhat, the spirit are intervening. Spirit are intervening. And I think it's because this person tries to be the healer, and then they get stabbed in the back, and then spirit comes in and says, you've paid your karma back now, let's come and help you out. That's how I'm reading this. Let's figure out what the 2 of Cups and the Tower is, though. Let's figure that out, because right, what is 2 of Cups and the Tower? There's a secret. Oh no, we've got a secret now. There's a secret that's the Moon and Judgment. This is the another deck that I'm using to confirm. Oh no. So Tower and the 2 of Cups. What is the secret? Well, where's the Moon with the 2 of Cups and the Tower, please? That is going to really shake this up. What is that energy? Moon, the 2 of Cups, and that's maybe a secret relationship. Moon, 2 of Cups, and the Tower, please, Spirit, confirm. Moon, the 2 of Cups. Okay, there is possibly someone else involved that someone doesn't want to acknowledge. That it's like they're keeping their path open and putting their life on hold, but this other person's got someone else, and so it's like, well, I don't want to heal you anymore because you've kind of stabbed in the back. Someone's getting repetitively stabbed in the back with this situation. This is deep. This is deep. This is deep. I'm going to keep saying that now. So what can you tell me about this secret, the Tower and the 2 of Cups? Defensiveness. Someone's going to defend this. It's going to be a karmic that's going to defend. What is the karmic defending? I feel like there's another person involved. Yeah, 5 of Wands. There's another energy that I think this karmic's going to get accused of cheating. And I think, okay. And I think that's going to be the whole bye-bye. I think that's what's going to happen. And it's going to give this other person the chance to leave, which means that they're not going to have to choose. Because the plan, I think what's happening is this is the plan going ahead, is that they're going to try and help this person and bide their time enough for this secret to come out, and then they're not going to have to choose, because the secret's going to be like, well, now I don't have to choose anything because you've just shown me everything I need to know. Now that's the theory. Let's try and look at outcomes. That's the theory behind this. This is deep though. If this is you, if this is what, it's always the Libra readings, isn't it, that gets proper deep, right? If this is your situation, guys, I wish you the best of luck. Let's see what happens. Let's see what Libra's outcome. Oh, no, I've just put that in the wrong way, haven't I? What's the outcome for Libra Spirit from the 15th to the 30th? Oh, yeah, it's done. Justice. Wow, that landed on the stabbed in the back as well. There's justice here. The karma's paid back. 8 of Cups. Someone's walking away because it's like there's a storm though that's involved, and I think it's the revelation of the truth that comes out of what this person's been doing. There's definitely gossip at the beginning part of this area or time. What else can you tell us, please? Yeah, it's they are going to be single and will look like they're probably going to offer some token to you, possibly, in amongst all this time. Now, is it going to be substantial? Absolutely not, because obviously they've just walked through a damn storm, excuse my language. But This, if they were inconsistent before, Knight of Rods. This is in the reverse with Hierophant. This is the Hierophant. Okay, so it looks like someone is closing out a cycle here. Outcome, please. Oh, what was that card? Yeah, the Three of Cups. There's a reunion coming here, so they're closing out. Yeah, they're leaving the situation. I think they might have even, yeah, they're leaving the situation. This will not be allowed to continue. This will not be allowed to continue. Spirit are going to intervene, I think, from where I'm looking at anyway. So yeah, there's going to be a closure of this outcome or this situation. And again, there's definitely some manipulation that's being highlighted here, and there's definitely a truth that's coming to light. Closure, endings, but there is definitely not going to be the most straightforward of endings with this. But it looks like they're finally detaching, closing out this cycle. The World in reverse, I'm wondering what that's about. What is the World in reverse about? Because that was it's a defensive energy. So someone tries to defend the closure or stops the closure, but Spirit get involved. If this follows the way I've said it, and someone tries to help and step in, and then this person's stabbed in the back, then Spirit will intervene, because it's like they've done the right thing. They've done their part of the bargain. Yeah, they're single. Independence. They're building independence. So looks very positive outcome. And bottom of the deck, Ace of Rods. So they're making that forward movement, guys. So congratulations. And the sun's in the background, which is truth. Congratulations, guys. Looks like a good reading. I hope this is your scenario. Thank you for your support to the channel, all of your support, your subscriptions, your likes. I wish you the best of luck. Until next time, take care.